Middlesbrough and John Stones have rocked up in Manchester, it's time to assess the best new additions to the Premier League. In at 10, it's Zlatan. He'll be fuming to be in at 10 on this list, and we're anticipating a big karate kick to the head when he finds out, but we've got to start somewhere. At 34, he probably won't dominate week in, week out, but his professionalism, will to win, and box office appeal have already raised the stakes at Old Trafford. At number 9, it's Ahmed Musa. It might only have been pre-season, but the way Leicester's record signing tore Barcelona a new one showed that the Foxes have another lethal weapon in their ranks. Faster than Vardy and able to play on both wings or through the middle, his 58 caps for Nigeria and Champions League experience will be vital in the battle to defend the Premier League. Back from Spain with a bang, it's Alvaro Negredo at 8. Remember the 2013-14 season, when Negredo battered defences like a twinkle-toed version of The Rock, and scored 23 goals in all competitions for Man City? Great days. Despite the injuries and lack of form since, Borough have signed a player who scored at a rate of 1 in 2 for Spain, bagged over 200 for his various clubs, and could be the difference between relegation and staying up. Running non-stop into 7th place, it's N'Golo Kante. Claudio Ranieri said that replacing Kante would be like replacing 2 players, which is good news for Chelsea fans sick of a lackadaisical approach in central midfield. Will Conte win the league with Chelsea at the first time of asking? Who knows, but with the irrepressible Kante in this side, they'll stand a much better chance. At 6, it's Andre Ayew. To be fair, we were a bit surprised that West Ham spent £20.5 million on another wide midfielder. Then the resident hammer returned from his pre-season break to put us right. He reckons Ayew has been signed to play through the middle as a striker either with or instead of Big Andy. And who are we to argue with a man who actually bleeds claret and blue? Standing firm at 5, it's Ashley Williams. It just feels right, this. Everton need an experienced on-field leader who will drag the team up around him, and Williams deserves a big payday for grafting his way out of the lower divisions. Intelligent, aggressive and committed in everything he does, he'll be the backbone of the Kerman revolution at Goodison. Gegenpressing furiously into 4th place, it's Sadio Mane. This is perhaps the most Jurgen Klopp signing of all time. Liverpool aren't short of attacking midfielders, but what they are short of in those positions is pace and goals, and Mane brings both. Inconsistent at Southampton after having his head turned, he was pretty much the best available player in his position that the Reds could have realistically signed. A fantasy football dream. In at 3, with the weight of North London on his shoulders, it's Granit Xhaka. We're a bit concerned for the Swiss, to be honest. It feels like he's going to be expected to suddenly turn the Gunners into bona fide title contenders. He's certainly got the talent and desire, but the perennial squad deficiencies might hinder him. Here he is at 2, John Stones. Ignore all the nonsense about him making the odd defensive mistake. If you can't see that Stones is going to become one of the world's best centre-halves under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola, then you should probably pick another sport. It's going to be great watching him stride into midfield and pinging the ball around like an absolute don. Of course, at number 1, it's Paul Pogba. After the most overhyped, overthought, and perhaps overpriced transfer of all time, the former academy graduate is back to haunt Sir Alex Ferguson and make Old Trafford shake. Is he the finished article? Definitely not, but he's another massive statement that the bad old Man United are back, which means life just got more interesting.